What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be talking about today is a couple things. Many of you guys are wondering what's going on with the house rules. We're going to be talking about Most Feared Part 2 and what we need to be doing right now to get prepared for that, including with the whole bat scenario and everything else that's going on. So pretty much right here, you see that it shows that it's a 7-day limited time event. According to the earlier stream from EA Sports, they're going to be extending it until Friday. So it's no longer going to be ending on the 25th. Well, actually, no, it ends on the 25th. Because it is Friday. So I guess they had already adjusted it because it showed it actually in game, but many of you guys thought it would be ending sooner for whatever reason, but it should show there on one of the displays that it ends on the 25th. I saw it, but I just don't know where I saw it now. Hold on, let me see what's going on. We're gonna go over, no, it's not on Most Feared. Let's go to House Rules. Yeah, there it goes, ends 10/25. So we do have until Friday to get it done. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I was, during the live stream, it was going on forever. A lot of these games, even though you cannot get credit for MUT Master, they do go until the fourth quarter. I literally just lost the game 10-7. Right, I'm trying to figure out, hold up, right Twitch, if you were in the Twitch stream where you just saw me lose the last game. But we won a decent amount to accumulate it. But this in any kind of category is just way too much. To play 75 games, especially for the players that you're getting, it's really ridiculous. But again, the Nat card, I believe, goes into the Ray Lewis set, so you should be able to complete the set and you'll just save that 240K if you're willing to put in 75 games. That's pretty much the only benefit from it, because once you complete the set, you actually can get back the 300 or the 400K, whatever Ray Lewis is worth, and then you get the Nat with the bats for the other players, which amounts to like, what do you guys say, like 22,000 each? So you're gonna get like 66K or something from it if you complete the set and then sell back the Nats. So it is opportunity to do that, but there are a lot of games there. I definitely understand the rage. Many of you guys, you've tried to do it and it's just way too much. But again, for the most part, most people are gonna probably, after you score one of those crazy touchdowns, quit the game anyway. So, you got until Friday. It's been out for a week or so. We're gonna have to try to get it done, but for the future, I'm probably going to stay away from it. To be honest with you, because it's just way too much, man. And also, like last week when I was doing the weekend league, it was very, very difficult to try to combine both, even though I wanted to get the 92 Nat earlier to kind of help everything and complete Ray Lewis when he was going for a little bit more. It was just too much. 75 games is just way too much. So we have to just leave that alone for now. Either way, let me just show you what I'm talking about with the most feared master set, right? Now, when they release part 2, I don't know exactly how they're going to work it, but you can see based on the way that they did this, that it was a lot of crafting materials. There were a lot of, everything else other than the players, okay? The bat currency has had a lot of you guys like, yo, what's good? What are we doing with that? Definitely understandable as well, okay? But at the same time, I don't think that EA is going to go back to letting the other players that go into the set be something that you can combine through sets. If that makes any sense. Like, you see the way that those players are there? I don't think for any reason that they're going to allow you to create these players in any other way other than the format that they've already done. And I know that it's like, yo, bro, what are they doing? It's crazy. Like I said, for me, it doesn't benefit me at all to do this, okay? Because you have to go into the store and buy back stuff to get it and then build it. And then financially, it doesn't make any sense for any of us to do it. Unless you bought a bundle, these sets are completely useless in my opinion, because by the time you do all of this, you've already overspent everything. So unless you get it done really, really super fast, or you buy a bundle as soon as it drops and then you get the card out early enough for somebody to buy it, it's gonna level out the same way. It's just that this is a different scenario, and I'm pretty sure the community has voiced their opinions about this because they've done this in the past. Like with the rookie players, not the rookie premieres, but the rookie players, they had things where you needed like 100 and something of the collectibles. It starts to get a little bit tedious with it, and it's like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is really happening right now? So with the way that this goes, yes, they give you a lot of opportunity because you have house rules, you have the daily solos, and a lot of different things to actually help you get these things. But just realistically speaking, for somebody that just hops on the game and just wants to get something done, it's a little bit more involved. All right, so in this case right here, with the way that Ray Lewis's, his price is, once we get that 92 overall Nat, if nothing changes by the time they announce all the other players on October 24th, which is tomorrow, then we can figure out what we're going to do with our players. The other thing that many of you guys have been asking about is, would the other 92 overall players, or whatever they release for Phase 2, be in the free pack that you'll get from the 75 players? That I'm not sure of. You got to remember, though, that when they did this before with the Mud Heroes, they didn't update it, and then by the time I sold my pack, they updated it afterwards, and I didn't get a make right for it. So is it possible that they could update it? It is possible, but more than likely, probably not going to happen. All right, so those are just some things that I definitely wanted to kind of explain, because look, even with me just playing House Rules, you see how I have a decent amount of these that I could probably help to complete a set, but I've played 55 games to get that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on, you know, how much time you want to put in. Now, with the players that, you know, many of you guys, I've been asking every video, like, guys, what players do you want? What players do you think we're going to get? What are your ideal situations, right? For me, this is something that I'm going to really just put out there. Many of you guys are talking about a Tyreek Hill. All right, if you guys want a Tyreek Hill, just write Hill in the comments. But let me explain to you why it would be dangerous if EA did that. Tyreek Hill's price wouldn't be as high as most of us think, and a lot of it's like Brandon Cooks. He gets like a 94 speed with certain chems, but he's still very, very dangerous, even though his price doesn't really show that he should be that dangerous. So what happens is the power up is definitely going to be that issue that's going to, you know, that's going to be the thing that's going to be raised in price for certain cards, because that's going to be ultimately how you get the +1 speed. The reason that I'm telling you that and explaining it to you is because even if they decide to do it that way, Tyreek Hill right now is at a stock 90 speed, right? So I'm thinking like 92. Some of you guys are saying 93. I do not think that EA is going to give him a 93 speed card, because with the sprinter, and if you guys have other stuff going on, it's going to be wild. Okay, it's going to be absolutely wild and ridiculous, and dude's going to be running around way too fast. Now, my Randy Moss is a 95 speed, but due to tuning updates and patches, he doesn't get to move like a 95 speed, and they brought it back to the similar fashion to where players just stay by him no matter how fast he is if they're in certain zones. So with that being said, Tyreek Hill being on the other side with at least a 95 speed would be absolutely insane. Okay, that would just be absolutely insane, because TO right now being chemmed up, I have TO, he's at a 93 speed or something like that. Wait a minute, why isn't it showing that he's a 93 speed? Something's going on with TO. It's showing like, it's not showing him with the chems, but you see like how it shows 93? He's supposed to be a 93 speed. I don't know what's going on with the game right now, or maybe EA is just like, yo, we don't care about your problems, but he's supposed to be a 93 speed. All right, so there it goes right there. We had to just go to another screen to show it. EA is weird like that. Sometimes I really be wanting to pause the game to see if they actually giving me my stuff, but it's like weird. Like certain games, they turn it off, it don't matter anyway. Your player's gonna play like trash regardless. So 93 speed on TO, he's pretty, you know, he can definitely get deep, whatever, but a lot of the players have Deion Sanders now, they have Darius Slay, they got a lot, you know, Champ Bailey, a lot of the faster corners, and they're chemmed up. So they're able to stay a little bit more. But my issue is Randy Moss is a 95 speed, and these players are still running around him when they're pressing him also. So just so you guys are aware of that, the reason that I bring up the Tyreek Hill is that Randy Moss is a 92 base speed. So if they were to release a limited Tyreek Hill, I don't think for any reason they would give Tyreek Hill's card a 93 speed, because that would be really, like, it would be, I don't even know, bro. Like, it'll be outrageous. It'll just be outrageous for them to do that. So when you look at it right here, he's a base 90. How many times do you think EA would just like look out for us and give us that kind of situation where it's like, all right, this dude, we're gonna give this guy, you know, a 93 speed base so that everybody can run around with a 95 speed Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm thinking they're not gonna go Tyreek Hill's path yet. They're gonna probably give us somebody else that is like a surprise. Maybe they'll give us a Night Train Lane, or they'll save him for probably later. But I'm thinking like maybe Night Train Lane or something like that. And as long as they give him suitable speed, I don't think many of us will be upset having Night Train Lane out there. But for a lot of us, because the MUT 10 players coming out, we're at like a certain situation where we're trying to figure out who are we gonna get. Because after you get Randy Moss, there's nobody else really standing out like that to where it's like, yo, I gotta get that guy. You know, after Randy Moss, and then maybe Deion Sanders, I'll probably end up getting, but there's really nothing else, because Moss is where it's at. Even though, like I said, he can't burn a dead ant right now because of whatever they're doing with the patches, he's still one of the best players that are available. So ideally, you're going to probably get another defensive player, another offensive player, and a master. Or something, or they're going to give you 4 like they just did now, whatever, for the top level tier players. Oh, like I said, Tyreek Hill would be something very, very, very exciting because he puts fear in his opponents. As far as another really, really wild deep threat, they're already giving us Lockett, because Lockett is also somebody that I think the defense has to like play back a little bit with. Other than that, the way everything is going, I really don't know what else they could really do. It has to be like legend type players. But for current players, with all the newer additions that they've already released, I can't even think of a name. Maybe Incognito, you know, that dude's crazy. Maybe like a running back, but I don't know who the running back would be because Leonard Fournette's not really playing that well, but he was like that big bruising guy that everybody used to go after, but he's not really playing like that dude right now. So I really like just looking at it overall, I really couldn't tell you which way this is going to go. All I can really explain thoroughly is that the bat scenario, having those bats, regardless of how many bats you have, even if they're cards that you don't like, you're still going to be fine because you're just going to have to convert the bats immediately to whatever's going on in the store and sell it before everything gets crazy. Will they do limiteds? Maybe, because they did it for Mud Heroes. So that could be a possibility as well. But I'm just looking for the next level tier for stuff that could make us like really, really crazy for our squads. And I don't really see them giving like Tyreek Hill a new card and stuff like that. I just don't see that happening. As far as like Palomalu and stuff like that, there's been whispers about it, but there's been problems with his likeness, so we don't know about that. Charles Woodson, you guys can throw out some more names of what you want, but I think we're gonna get one good player that we really, really want with Phase 2. And obviously it can't be Randy Moss because he was a MUT 10 player, so that's out of it. Calvin Johnson maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta see, but just so you guys know, I would try to finish up House Rules if you can, like I understand if you can't, but definitely do the solos so that you're able to be, you know, able to take advantage of a lot of the other things that are going to be available if they add more milestones to it. If they give us a new tier to where we can actually, you know, do the milestone of something else after this Nat Fantasy Pack and more bats, I think that the closer you are to getting that, it might benefit you a lot more, you know, so I would definitely look to do that if that was possible for you, you know, with the time that everything that you got going on, work, school, all that stuff like that. And that's pretty much where we are right now. So I will tweet out when they're going live with the announcement, possibly tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They'll do the reveal, and then it'll be in game later on that day. So like I said, keep your bats, keep everything, you know, under control. If you still want to go ahead and complete that set with Ray Lewis, if you complete the house rules and you get that done, that's also fine, and sell everybody else off of bats and just be waiting with that situation. Or you can risk it and just say, you know what, let me hold off with the pack and see if they update it. But I don't know if they're going to do that because we don't even know if the overalls are going to be 92 for Phase 2. They might do higher overalls or something like that. So we got to stay tuned for that. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Definitely go ahead, turn on post notifications. You can follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at GmiasWorld. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day and be safe. One love, y'all.